Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 20 of the 20 August daily Leetcode challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Look, there's a lot of 20s out here. And let me know what you think about this problem. Today's problem is reorder list. And join me on Discord. Yay! Given a singly linked list, we reorder it too. Okay, so basically it's not a perfect shuffle. It's like a reverse like a reverse shuffle of some sort, but in this case it's a linked list. Okay, so I think what we want to do is so there are a couple of ways to do an n square. I think, using stack and stuff like that. I think the next thing I'm going to think about, and that's just a naive algorithm of sorts. The way that I would think about it is maybe think of a way to do it in linear time. And the second thing I want to do is also just think about if I can do it in constant space. But I don't know if I could prove it, but I don't think I would do it in constant space and very easily if there's a way, just because if anything else, because reversing the list will require keeping that many things on the stack, either implicitly or explicitly, right? So, okay. I don't know, but I'm also trying to figure out the spirit of things. I'm getting a little bit of messages. Oh man, people are messaging me. Sorry about that if you're hearing the pings. Oh, see if I could disable that for a second. Okay. That should be good. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, I'm also trying to do it in the spirit that is most related to the spirit of asking. Because if I just put this on like a list, or sorry, if I put it on like a queue or some explicit stack, maybe that's not really in the intention. But okay, let's solve this first, and then we could figure out upsolving it later, right? I think for practice, especially for a easy problem, maybe it's medium, I don't know, but just do it as naively as possible within the same O of n, and then we could figure out like if the complexity is the same, then we can figure out how to optimize it later. Cool. So I am going to, let's see, I think I'm just gonna put things in the deck so that we could remove from the beginning and the front, and then just play around with that afterwards. Yeah. And I know that it's very common that to use the deck as a queue in Python because that's the way it is, but in this case you actually want it. So yeah. So for current is equal to head, while current is not none. Current. Oops. Dot next, right? Okay, so then now we have it on a deck, and then now we should try to yeah, try to do that. But I think there's actually another way with what's it called, the turtle and the rabbit. But all right, I'm gonna do it both ways. So I'm gonna do it this way first, just to because there's the same O of n, but it requires O of n space. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then now the answer is just I guess I'll do it the other way now, because now there's just point of manipulation of pointing it back and forth, so it's not that interesting actually for me. So okay, so I think the other way that I always think, so one thing that I would always suggest thinking about, which I actually am bad at it, to be honest, because this doesn't really come up that much in real life, or even in programming contests. It doesn't come up that often in competitive, because you can do it in a lot of easier ways, right? Like for this example, if this was on a contest, I would just probably quote unquote cheat by taking all the values and then just construct all the nodes in itself, because you can't enforce it. But for an interview, obviously you have to do better. So I'm going to do the turtle and the rabbit thing. So that means the 2-pointer, one that moves twice as fast as the other, so that you get the midpoint of the list. So let's do it. So turtle is equal to head. Here is equal to head. Okay. So while here is not none. And we might have to think about how to deal with what can we call it? Odd and even number of nodes. I always have trouble with that, so we'll see. Here is equal to here dot next dot next. Turtle is equal to turtle dot next. And I guess in this case, here dot next is not none. Okay. So now, so now we have the midpoint, or approximately the midpoint. We have to now. Okay, so we want to interleave it. So now we have to the front. Oh, so the turtle's in the so now the turtle's in the middle, and we just want to be able to go backwards. And yeah, and now okay, I think we'll just start from the midpoint and then reverse it, and then yeah, and then do the interleaving after reversing it. Maybe that's easier than doing it one move. I think you can maybe do something fancy, but all right. But let's just say current is equal to turtle, while okay, so yeah, right now I'm just not doing a good job of it because I don't have anything to draw with on screen, I mean. But basically what I want to do is something like, okay, for a node and the next node, you just reverse the pointers, right? So okay, so okay, so then current and previous is equal to none. And then while current is not none, let's see. So the previous, and so this, the current, the previous, you want the current to point to the previous, right? The current dot next is equal to previous, and then, but then we want to keep track of the current dot next. So next is okay. That's a bad variable name. Next current is equal to current dot next, and then we want to set current is equal to next current, something like that. And then now it should be reversed. Let's just return this for a second, just so that because they have a visual, Python has this visualizer, not Python. Leetcode has this visualizer thing, so like I think it'll help me visualize it a little bit better. And maybe I have some issues with off by ones, but okay. I mean, I think now the 4 points to the 3 is just that you don't really, the visualizing doesn't show up, and 6 point to the 5 point to the 4, so they're just, and the 3 points to the 4, so that's why it shows up that way. So okay, so now we just have to interleave it. Also now starting at the middle, or the turtle. So let's start at the turtle again, and then now we have I think we just do this as cleanly as possible. Yeah, and then we have another. Okay, let's just do how do I want to do it? Because I want basically 2 currents, basically. Okay, middle current and head current is equal to head, and then basically we just do it one at a time. Okay, so then while head current is not none and middle current is not none. So I might have to check that constraint. Well, this one will always dominate this one, but I just like to be explicit. But then now, yeah. So next current is equal to head.current or head.next or head current.next. And I think with these kind of problems, just make sure you have a paper and pen and just draw out what you want to do so that you don't lose it in your mind. For me, I've done enough practice that in theory it should be okay, but I may still make mistakes, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, next current is equal to this. But then now head current dot next is equal to middle current. Middle current dot next is equal to next current, right? And then now we just have to move the counters. Okay, we have to make sure we move the counters. Okay, I think let's just call this next head current. All right. And next middle current. Maybe this should call it a pointer instead. That may have been more accurate with this current. Naming is tough. And then now, yeah, we want to move middle current is equal to next middle current, and head current is equal to next head current. Yeah, okay, let's give a quick spin and hope it's okay. I found error in the cycle in the notes. That's a little bit sad. Okay, let's print out head and just print that out. Oh, I don't return, so that would have been bad anyway. Oh, I guess I don't need to return. Okay, so I just modified in place, so I guess technically I'm okay. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, and then middle current points to turtle. Did I mess this up? Why mix this up? Oh, because the middle still the turtle still points at the middle, but because we reversed it, we're still pointing at the last item. So actually, let's just do turtle is equal to current here, so that basically this gets to last item flipped. Hopefully that's changes a little bit better. Cool. I mean, it's still not great yet, but it's still better than whatever. But oh, I have to change this before this one. Whoops. But yeah, that's how you use these print statements to help for debugging. Hopefully that's invaluable because people don't show debugging enough. And now I'm just trying to figure out the states that are consistent in my head. And yeah, so this looks okay. This looks okay, maybe except for the 5. So we probably did something skippy. And I'm right now for debugging, I'm just trying to figure out what's the situation, and it looks like that we only reversed the 6, so there's something a little bit weird here, and the 6 does not point to anything. So the next pointer, why is that? Oh, I didn't update the previous. Okay, so that's just actually like a silliness. Yeah, okay. Can't tell if this is a little bit slow or just me. Okay, so 4-3, which is not great, but still better. 6-5-4. Okay, so now we just have to deal with having, because we didn't swap the last one, so that's fine. It means that so we missed something here that I'm trying to figure out, which means how do I want to fix it? But basically it's just that the last node didn't match this node, right? So because I don't know, this did okay actually. So maybe we just don't handle. Wait, let me also check an odd number because I think we did. Well, we should in either case, just to make sure that we're okay. But it just seems like we didn't remove the link from 3 to the 2 to 3, which is the issue. Yeah, so like for example here we share 3 again, but this part is okay, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, so we just have to remove that one link, and I think we're good because this does an extra iteration as a result, because they both on even numbers, they both are at the 3 at the same time, basically. Maybe something like that. Do I need this? Maybe this is the issue. Because now basically we have a classic off by 1, and I'm just trying to be lazy. Maybe I shouldn't do it this way. But okay, still an issue. But okay, I just wanted to avoid using an extra variable, but let's just keep track of it then. Previous is equal to none, and then previous is equal to turtle, and then now previous dot next is equal to none. I just wanted to avoid doing that because that feels a little bit ugly. But basically we're looking at the previous pointer to the turtle, and then we just set it free, right? Okay, maybe I still messed up that one though. Head turtle. Let's do some printing here. A lot of debugging issues today. Linked list, I guess not my strong point. Still 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, I guess this gets. I am not a smart person, but yeah. I did that twice. That's why I don't feel great about it. Like, well, first time you can excuse it, but I guess the second time, as long as you find it, I guess that's okay. Yeah. So now we finally able to bisect them in a clean way, and it looks okay. Except for now, the 3 we didn't handle the 3 because now we give the extra node to the turtle. So now I think now we don't need this. Maybe. Okay, maybe we do need this. Okay, so we do get the extra node to the turtle. Maybe we just do if middle current is not none, head current dot next is equal to middle current. This is really yucky, to be honest. But yeah. Oh. Is the other one head current? No, this one we knew to be none. It's just that. Okay, so what is the tail here? Oh, okay. No, that's not right. So this is none. Because I built this with the assumption that we have more on head count than middle current, if anything. But this is clearly not true. If it's for our number, we give it to the back for some reason. And we could there's just so many hacks that's why I'm a little bit hesitant. But yeah, and also just double check the empty case, because I think I always forget stuff like that. Okay, but basically we want, if this is none, this already points it to none because, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I recommend this. This is a little bit hacky, or a lot hacky. Then, but oh, wait. Also, I have a typo. But this is already too late. I guess nothing happens actually. Mm, 19, what? Okay, yeah, that's different, but which is that, okay. If head is none, return, okay. I don't know if that's in the test case, but it might as well. Let's check for it. Did either wrong answer in the past? Okay, so that looks good. Let's submit it. I mean, there are only two possible weirdness, which is numbers and even numbers, but okay, and also one numbers apparently. Okay, so okay, fine. It's some days just a lot. I was gonna say it should be only odd and even, but I guess I should have tested also 1 and 2 and stuff like that. Why not for exhaustiveness at this point? I'm exhausted at this point, but yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's not great actually. Okay, so if so this is none. What? Ah, man. This so far has been very annoying, but oh, maybe because I flipped it here. Can you even print this icon? I don't know. Oh. I don't know. I'm just gonna skip. I'm a little bit tired at this point. I definitely would not recommend it, but if you like to see some Larry struggling, this is great for you. Alright, let's try again. But yeah, during a contest, you know, sometimes you just have to do what you have to do to get things correct. During an interview, I would recommend yeah, just be as clear as possible. And I think drawing stuff on the whiteboard or something like that, or paper even, will be very helpful to go for all these cases and, you know, go through the states of each one. Yeah, and even I had some off by one stuff. I probably should have, if I could have done better, I should have made it so that well, the head list should be longer than the middle list or whatever. But I was maybe I was trying to figure out a way better to do that, because if I had moved the turtle, then like for even list, we would have to check. So it's a little bit odd. I think maybe I could have just start off the turtle one step forward or something like that. But yeah, or start from none and then do one step. I think maybe that's why I've been off by one. And that's the original sin, and that's why all these things happen. But yeah, linear time, linear space, because linear time, constant space, because we just have pointers. And that's why for this problem. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.